Life after wartime. I guess I'm in a shipping container? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spiderland, a game about spiders, I think? I mean, it's in the title, you would assume, but I don't see any spiders so far. To do, sleep, get inspired. Bro, same. Alright, what do we got on my computer here? Incoming connection. Alright, continue. Julie Wooly, you there? Hey. I'm Bunka Spider? Hell yeah. Everything okay? It's a tad chilly. At least you don't have bed bugs. No, I've got spiders, apparently. You do? I have no fucking idea how to get rid of them. I'm tempted to head out and find a new mattress, but... Well, I mean, if they're in your home, I think they'll just get to your new mattress anyway. But what? I don't like the cold. Well, yeah, I did say it was a bit chilly. I also like being alive for the most part. Is there something out there? Is there like a big spider out there that's going to kill you or something? It's July 10th, 2025. That's not when I'm filming this, by the way. It's April when I'm filming this, but that could be pretty close to actually when this video airs, so that's creepy. Service temp 14 Celsius. That's pretty low. Alright. Fair enough. Glad I have your approval. Where would I be without it? I don't even know who you are, Julie Wooly. But apparently you'd be dead without me. Fuck you. Alright. That was my only option. You seem out of sorts. Hell does that mean? You just told me to fuck. You said fuck you. On edge or anxious? Both? I don't know. I'm just trying to start a conversation. Bro does not know how to talk to a woman. Which, like, honestly, same. Maybe I'm tired. Ever thought of that? Well, because she can't sleep because there are bed bugs. That makes sense. Alright, if you're not going to say what's up, I'll just piss off to bed. Good night. No, don't do that. Spill the beans, then. Bro, you can't just use a phrase like spill the beans in this type of conversation. This is not a conversation full of whimsy. This is not whimsical enough for the beans to be spilled. Fine, if you must know, I heard some voices through the vent a few hours ago. That's what's got me all fucked up. Like you're schizophrenic, or like people were outside? Oh shit. Which way were they headed? I'm sure they're long gone. What kind of voices? That's, yeah. Manly voices. Yeah, we're manly. We're men. We talk outside of shipping containers in the cold. Yeah. Definitely weren't in a hurry. They hung around for over an hour. It's been silent since then. You haven't heard them. They're probably gone then. Or they're waiting for me to poke my head out so they can put a bullet through it. Is this like a post-apocalypse type of world? Is that... It says the world as we know it over here. And there are two... Oh, me and Julie. I have no idea what part of the world this is. I don't recognize that shoreline. Possibly. Thanks for the reassurance. Yeah, no problem. No problem, queen. Bro, he's just like me. So... You're done being irritable. Dude, you never ask a woman that. She's never done being irritable. Let's be honest. You been out lately? Not even 5 minutes ago, apparently. How's it looking up there? Bleak as ever. Smells like smoke. No one was around, at least. Didn't have to scurry around like a rat. How is that even possible? You're in the middle of suburbia, yet you never run into trouble. Meanwhile, out on my farm in bumfuck nowhere, is seemingly surrounded by nutters who want to eat me or rape me or both. Nutters? Bro, I appreciate a good nut every now and then, but that doesn't mean I'm going to eat or rape someone. I thought we were the nutters. Yeah, right? This guy gets it. Am I right, fellow nutters? Who loves nutting in the audience? Subscribe if you love nutting. Where are my fellow nutters at? Maybe you are, but I'm just a helpless little lady. Shame I don't have a gun. The Americans had that part figured out. Well, guess what I found when I was outside? Is it a gun? Fuck off, you did. Double-barreled shotgun, bitch. Details, details. Well, it's a shotgun. It's got 2 barrels. Paid a visit to a neighbor. He wasn't using it anymore, so I thought, why the hell not? If I don't take it, someone else will. Any shells with it? No, the shells are on the beach. There are bullets in the gun. Just the one. Old mate used the other shell on himself. Couldn't be bothered with the whole survival thing anymore. Alright, so it is like an apocalypse. Probably like zombies. Or it's probably like zombie spiders because it's called Spiderland. That's grim. Was it recent? I'm no coroner. What did he look like? Is his head still there? No, he shot it off. Have you not been paying attention? Not exactly. Don't be so cagey. What do you want from me, woman? Top half of his head was missing. Bottom half was very normal looking. Almost like a saw blade cut in half. He still had his beard and bottom teeth. Really not what I was expecting, to be honest. Nasty. You fucking asked. Is this his wife? He should divorce her. Does that satisfy you? Not really. You're very sterile in your descriptions. I need entertainment, not facts. Entertain me, or else. Well, it is not my job to entertain you. You're on this part of the world, and I'm on this part. What difference does it make? It's not like I really know you. You're just internet friends? You've never even slept with this woman, and you're gonna let her talk to you like that, bro? Bro, you don't even know how to get shit. Right? I could be a murderer. I could be a criminal. Cannibal. You wouldn't know. Yes, cannibalism. That's what I want to hear about. I was joking. Don't kid yourself. You've always been into my meat. Ew. Ew. I'm going to use that one later. My girlfriend comes home and be like, don't kid yourself. You know you're into my meat. That's how you turn the ladies on. Take notes, fellas. You really want to flirt with a woman? Tell her that she's into your meat. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Don't call me a pussy. Yeah, can we talk like normal people? Cannibal roleplay is more exciting. I'm not interested in cannibal roleplay. Or any roleplay, for that matter. Take a break and think about what happened here. I'm glad I missed out. I will not live to regret those words. I don't even know you. Anything else you want to talk about? What are your plans this afternoon? I'm not going on a date with you. Yeah, sleep. Man of my own, after my own. A man with me who is a man like myself, who is a man my heart. Nailed it. Great commentary, Candle Sauce. Filling up on water. Nighttime is the time to do it. Weren't you just out there when what do you think I'll die? Can't spend all this time in a shoebox. I got my shotgun. Can't spend all this time in a shoebox. I think living is cool, but you do you. Ping when you get back. Yeah, whatever. Good night and good luck. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I don't know you. I don't know what you would or wouldn't do. Don't eat anyone. That'd be bad. Why not? What if they're tasty? Okay, well, that was a conversation. Can I play with my Rubik's Cube? What was that? Northern system? Western system? Northeastern system? The 4 railway systems. Okay, sleep. Well, it doesn't look like I have a bed. Oh, here it is. I didn't realize the bed was right above the computer. A red light in the night sky. That's called the sun. Oh, wait, the night sky? That's called the moon. Editor, edit over that first part where I looked dumb because I didn't realize it said nighttime. Take backpack and gun. Backpack. And, oh, I guess they're all one thing. Leave. Alright, where's the door? Oh, wait. No, where's the door? Where's the... Oh, there is no door. There's a ladder. I guess I'm underground or something. Ah, the happenings. Choose a destination. So I can go to circle, or I could go to square, or I could go to triangle. I want to get water. So I'll probably want to go here. So, oh, is that me walking there? Interesting. Okay. After an hour walking, cool. It's nothing impressive, just a big pile of rocks. A very useful pile of rocks, I suppose. To the right of the wall is a dirt track leading up to the water. Doesn't seem like there's anyone around, although it wouldn't be very hard to hide from view. Darkness and a bush are a deadly combination. That's what they say. That's because women and because dark and bush like hair like on the. Survey the scene. At the base of the wall is the site of a former playground. Someone stripped it for all it was worth. That's what happens when I have sexy time. I take off my clothes. Bro, I am striking out. On the commentary today. Woof. Not even the swing set was safe. All that's left are the concrete supports and some rotten sleepers. Rotten sleepers, marking the perimeter. The whole thing makes you a tiny bit sad. Beside it is a car park, with similarly derelict cars littering the parking spaces. Littering the parking spaces. Nothing seems to have changed from the last time you were here. I don't remember being here before. The car on the far right looks almost recoverable. Maybe worth a look at one of these days. No, not worth the time. Where would I even drive it? I don't know, to your home? Off a cliff. Oh, this guy's a comedian now. He thinks he can out-funny me. Didn't you hear what I said about the stripping and the lady bush? You think you can out-funny me, idiot? Head up to the water. You slink back into the tree line and head off towards the track. You doubt there's anyone around, but most people with a lick of sense know better than to loiter in the open air. It's hard work pushing through the brush. I almost said bush, and then I would have made another joke again, but I retract that statement. Fallen branches as big as houses block your way. Well, as big as your house or as big as a normal house? Because your house is kind of small, buddy. At every opportunity. The shotgun slung over your shoulder doesn't help either. It's during moments like these you kill for a pair of good gloves. Would I? I don't know, bro. You're the one who's talking. With a good enough reason. Like gloves. What is happening? Are you bantering with yourself? I'm so confused. Finally, you reach the track. Typically, you'd avoid the beaten path, but this one is concealed enough for the time being. Nothing like an evening walk through the bush. Shame about all the dead trees. Thought he was going to say bodies. At least some of them are growing back. So many green shoots. The gradient isn't particularly challenging. A few minutes of leisurely strolling and you've made it to the top. You peek out of the trees and find another clearing. There's a picnic table and communal barbecue area surrounded on all sides by yellow grass. A gravel road runs along the ridge of the dam towards the spillway. You turn to your right and walk parallel to the tree line. Is something going to happen at some point? The trajectory eventually leads you to an embankment from which you can slide down to the water. Please do. It's a precarious journey. The ledge is far steeper than you were expecting. You lower yourself to the ground and try and shimmy down, but quickly lose your grip and slide the remaining 10 meters on your stomach. At the bottom, you mutter various profanities. Get to your feet and take a deep breath. Nothing broken, nothing bleeding. I'm fine. Cool! Now are you going to get water? Check your... Nah, I'm not checking any more surroundings. I'm just going to grab my water bottle. You slide the camo bag off your back and open the zipper. Peering in, you see your 2-liter water bottle, your trusty steak knife, a rolled-up bandage, and a packet of Fisherman's Friend for special occasions only. What is Fisherman's Friend? Is that like a sex thing? Like your fisherman's friend, like his dick? Is that his dick? You have a dick in your bag? You grab the bottle and twist the cap off. You lean down and hold the neck halfway into the water. There's probably some unsavory substances floating around, but you can't do a thing about that. Even the rain is contaminated nowadays. There's no use being picky. Just get poisoning, food poisoning. It happens all the time. What are you, a pussy? Too good for a little food poisoning? In this moment of relative peace, you take a second to listen to the surrounding world. It's silent. That was a waste of time. It's windy, just windy. Not even the call of a kookaburra could surmount that evil gale. I don't know what that is. Is that an animal? That sounds like an Australian animal. Oh, watch out. There are kookaburras in that woods over there. I'm Australian. Is that offensive? I don't think any Australian people watch this, so it should be fine. Come to think of it, I haven't heard of kookaburra since before the bombs fell. Maybe they're all dead. How long ago did the bombs fall? I feel like that's important information. Instead of describing the trees and how windy it is. Maybe talk about what the fuck's going on, maybe? Maybe they flew someplace better, assuming such a place exists. I hope it does. Not much reason to be alive if this is as good as it gets. Tasmania might be better. That's where the devil is. He spins in a circle and it's like, blah. You know, from the Looney Tunes, the guy goes, blah. He spins in a circle and he's like, blah. You know, the guy, he's like, blah. You know? Another Ice Age might have been helpful. Finish up. You twist the cap back on the bottle and shove it into your bag, then turn towards the embankment. Looking up, there's a person leaning over the edge, peering down at you. Oh, it's just Gary? Love that guy. Ag! They're wearing a bandana and a scarf. Oh, okay, well. Anybody that wears a scarf is not someone I should be scared of, so we're all good. All other details are obfuscated by the darkness. You freeze, unsure how to react. I'll slide the shotgun off. Although, if he's far away, will the shotgun do anything? I'll say and do nothing. You keep your mouth shut. The shadowy figure says nothing either. Guess I'll have to initiate. I hate initiating. Call out. You want something? I'm getting water over here. You want something? There's a brief period of silence as you stare at one another. Finally, they reply. Do you have food? It's the voice of a girl. Couldn't be older than 12. Let me rephrase. You have food? No. I don't. Are you with anyone else? No, I'm looking for food. Yeah, you said that already. Stupid child. Like I said, I can't help you. What's in your bag? Food? Did you get McDonald's? I'll have a medium fry. I don't have anything. And 10-piece McNugget. I don't have food. And a McFlurry. You have those mints. They're not much, but maybe they'll convince her to leave you alone. No, I already told her I don't have anything. Nothing you need to know about. Where'd you come from? Nowhere. Where'd you come from? My house. Neat. Nowhere. Same as you. Nowhere. Are you sure they're around? Are you having a stroke? Yes. Are you sure there aren't any other people with you? People who might want to hurt me? I'd very much like to know about those people if you don't mind. Very civil. It's just me. Everyone I was with is gone. Where'd they go? Gone where? Those bad people got them. Have you seen them? They all have guns just like you, but they're dressed in those clothes coppers used to wear. Coppers? The coppers are gonna come and get ya if you're a criminal out there in the woods. You better watch out for those coppers. I haven't run into any cops, no. Listen, you should get going. It's dangerous to be standing out in the open. Do you know where I can find food? I'm hungry. Me too, lady. Take a hint. Get lost. She's not leaving till you give her something. Just lie. Make something up. Yeah, go south. If you walk along the tree line to the end of the reservoir, you'll find a river. Follow that river until you get to a small bridge. Turn right. Follow the road 100 meters or so. On the left will be a blue and red warehouse. It's where I get my food from. Place is packed to the brim. Dude, if you're gonna lie to her, you can't say, oh, there's this magical haven that's full of infinite food. That's like the most obvious lie I've ever heard. You should be like, there might be some berries in this forest down the river. God, what an idiot. I could survive in the post-apocalypse so much better than this man. Okay, thank you. And with that, she disappears back into the bush from whence she came. Fucking hell. How could I freeze up like that? If she wasn't a kid, I'd be dead now. Fuck. Fuck. You take a deep breath and compose yourself. Fuck. I didn't waste my shotgun shell at the very least. Yeah, imagine wasting it on a 12-year-old girl. You wait a few minutes, just to be sure the girl is a reasonable distance away, and then run back up the embankment and heave yourself over the lip. Once on the flat ground, you follow the edge of the tree line toward the dam wall. That damn wall! Always being a wall and shit. The wind has reached a cacophonous volume. At the dam wall, you look down to the clearing in the valley below. Nothing is out of the ordinary. The only difference is a thin mist encasing the ground. That means the sun's coming up soon. I can still swing by the radio tower. I've got time. Choose a destination. Probably the radio tower, because I've got time. Goal, go home. Wait, why am I stopping by the radio tower if my goal is to go home? You spent some time debating whether or not to visit the radio tower. Not that much time. It was literally 30 seconds. I just clicked a button. The clouds obscuring the horizon are a worrying shade of red. The kind of red that symbolizes something. Communism! Dun dun dun! There's no red in the night. So true, buddy. Still, it was too good an opportunity to pass up. The radio tower offers the best vantage point of the entire city. Knowledge is power, as they say. You charge on through the bush and eventually reach a walking track. It's surprisingly well maintained, all things considered. Following it leads you to your destination. Nestled in its shadow are the remains of a chain-link fence and utility building, formerly brick, now nothing but a concrete base. The tower itself The tower itself stands tall and proud, untouched by the horrors of yore. Bro, who is writing this? Come on. That's so unserious. The horrors of yore? A monument to the things we used to give a shit about. Television, music, radio, connection. Okay. If I squint hard enough, it almost looks like the Eiffel Tower. Sure. Wonder if that's still standing. Probably not. Honestly, that's fine. Do we really need the French? I don't think so. What are they good for? Baguette? Croissant? You shimmy through a hole in the perimeter fence and head toward a ladder hanging from the side of the tower. The bottom rung is suspended 2 meters off the ground, meaning you'll have to pull yourself up. Fuck that. You can't do a single pull-up? How are you surviving this long in the apocalypse if you can't do a single fucking pull-up? It's really not hard. You slip your bag and shotgun off your shoulders, then shove them up your ass. Oh, sorry, under a tin sheet lying beside a pile of bricks. Much better. What? With the extra weight gun. Oh, okay, you can't do a pull-up with your shotgun in your bag. So you're gonna leave those things on the ground for anybody who walks up to grab and shoot you with. Smart. With the extra weight gone, you jump up and grab the rung, then heave both feet up and use the leverage to rest your slender body skyward. Okay. Surprisingly easy, all things considered. Hiking every day does wonders for the hamstrings. The journey to the top floor is one of little intrigue. The only sounds to be heard are the creaks of the tower as it sways in the wind. This might be more fun if I were afraid of heights. Everything is more fun when you're afraid. What? Sure. You know what? Sure. I'll let that one slide. Eventually you reach the top. All that's there is a long neglected platform, as well as a torn bedsheet flying from one end of... See, this is what happens when I play games that are literally all reading, because I literally can't read. My mouth can't move fast enough to form the words that my brain wants it to form, so I just... Whatever. Let's try this again. All that's there is a long neglected platform, as well as a torn bedsheet flying from one of the tower's supports. Smeared across it is a hastily painted message, reading, "I have to shit. Please don't." Please don't what? Jump? Shame the ICBMs couldn't read. What, ICBM? What is ICBM? Oh, the interstellar crap bag men, of course. My favorite type of men. Despite its gross shutting down. Something about that white sheet waving tirelessly in the wind moves you. Probably the wind. It's dumb, but it's also human. I wonder if they stopped to enjoy the view while they were up here. Probably not. You're not like them. You came here exclusively for the view. So what did they come here for? To kill themselves? And what a view it is. You can see what feels like the entire state of Victoria. That's not one of the 50 states. I can name all 50. California, Florida, New York, New Jersey, Canada. The full moon even came out from behind a cloud, right on cue. Because it's all about me. This guy's got an ego. Oh, such amazing options for interaction. Do I look west, south, north, or east? Let's go south. You turn to face the southeastern suburbs. I said south, not southeast. Bro, can't read. Mount Dandenong extends further out in that direction, obscuring Belgrave and its surrounds. Where is this? Peeking out from behind the mountains is the Eastern Interchange, a concrete monstrosity now reduced to nothing but a few pillars. Good. The world is better off without it. You spy a cluster of white lights near the base of one pillar. White? Electrical lights? Maybe there's a settlement down there. Be a good place for it. You make a mental note. Potential visit for future excursions. Even further south is Port Phillip Bay. The moon reflects off the surface directly into your retinas. Forgotten ships float in the harbor, waiting. I should swim out there and jumpstart one. See if I can't pilot it all the way to Tassie. It never hurts to dream. Leave. You've seen enough. Bro, I want something happen. Something. I'm having a stroke. That's something. Hey, that's something happening. I want something to happen. This is boring as hell. Where are the spiders, by the way? I completely forgot this whole thing is supposed to be about spiders. You've seen enough. You shuffle back to the ladder and clamber down to the ground. That was therapeutic. It was not! No time to linger. Next stop, the reservoir. I already went to the reservoir, dude. I'm supposed to go home. Where are the spiders? I was promised spiders. Never have I ever in my life demanded spiders. But I feel so let down. It's been so long and no spiders. Now I gotta tell my lady friend, who I don't even really like that much, that I didn't die out in the woods where there were no spiders. Continue. Are you back? No. I am. Was your late night walk a success? In a manner of speaking, I looked at shit and I got shitty water and there was the 12-year-old girl. And that's all that happened. In a manner, you say. How mysterious. Here's an idea. How about you fuck off with your fake bullshit? I want details, man. All the details. There was a little girl. No, a little girl. She wanted food. I had none. That was it. She was all by herself? Jesus, she won't last long. How much I knew about that. Kind of. Of course I did. You're being vague. That means you're lying. You did something bad. Whatever. Who cares? Where are the spiders? You're right. It doesn't make a difference. You can be the most heinous, vile, depraved man alive and I still talk to you. Truthfully, I crave humor and art. Cool. Thanks. Don't take it the wrong way. Look at it like this. We'll never meet in person, so I'm free to create a perfect image of you in my head. Really, you're just a character in my imaginary stage show. Yeah, that makes it better. That's a nice way of looking at it. Is it? No. Wow, where's the no option? Man, I'm so fucked up, I really need to get some sleep. Go to sleep, then. Okay, I will. Alright, goodbye. Where are the spiders? Spider? Hello, Spider? Mr. Spider? I guess I'm also going to sleep. Maybe when I wake up, there'll be spiders? Just give me a reason. Reason for what? Whoa. Oh, if I move the mouse, the whole screen goes nuts. Hell yeah. That's the most fun part of this game so far. Get my backpack and gun and leave. Alright. Where am I going today? To the Spiderland? Roll credits. What do we got here? Baronia Shrigport Point Quarry. Goal is to snoop. What? My goal is to snoop? What does that mean? Like smoke a joint and then just add iggity to the words that I say all the time? Ugliest train station. Also my favorite. I have no idea what's here. Mystery. Let's I like a mystery, I guess. Let's go there. Sure. You set out for Trig Point Quarry. It's always been on your list, but for whatever reason you never made the trek. Tonight is the night. Your journey there is longer than most. Over 11 kilometers. Sorry, I use freedom units. How many miles is that? The map you brought along is accurate. 3 hours of walking through dense suburbia. You'd have loved to stop and look through all those houses on the way, but there isn't enough darkness in the night. You sound like a fucking 14-year-old listening to My Chemical Romance in their room while they talk about how their life sucks. There isn't enough darkness in the night. My life sucks. I get bullied at school because I don't shower. I want more darkness. As you zigzag through an abandoned Christmas tree farm, the distant shriek of a woman slices through the air. Probably just the wind playing tricks. You just said it was a woman specifically. Eventually, you leave the suburbs and enter the bush. I like entering the bush, if you know what I mean. Ha ha! Ha ha! A dirt track leads you up to a padlocked gate. The sign hanging from it is rusted and illegible, although you can just make out at the end the word quarry in the bottom right corner that tells you you're in the right place. Also, you clicked on the little triangle on the map that said quarry. That's also how you know you're in the right place. The fence has 3 lines of barbed wire strung across the top. You could probably climb it, but those barbs are real rusty. Not worth the risk. You never got a tetanus shot. You scan the area for another way in. To the right, the fence descends down a hill into a dense bushland. I don't even need to say it. Good chance a tree has fallen over somewhere. It'll be hard going. To the left, the dirt track you followed here splits off and runs along the fence perimeter, up a hill, around a bend, out of view. I want to go to the bushland. Let's go right. You're never one for the easy option. You button all your jacket pockets and head off into the bush. All the leaves are gone. Do we still call it the bush? What great philosophical questions we have coming out of this game. Another great philosophical question. Where are the spiders? For the sake of consistency, you elect calling it the bush. Cool. That was needed. That solid 5-6 lines of dialogue, necessary. It's not easy going. The darkness makes it difficult to see, which is only exacerbated by the fact that you need to hold your arm across your eyes to prevent them from becoming impaled by a stick. You know, normally when I go to the bushlands, I exacerbate before I get impaled by a stick, but actually it's usually the other way around. I'm the one impaling the bushlands with the stick. Maybe it's a threesome. What do we know? That'd be the most interesting thing that's happened in this game so far. Should have taken the high road. We'll always take the high road. Well, I wanted to see the bushland. At one point, you come across a toppled tree. I've gone to worse places to see the bushland. Come on, let's be honest. The tree trunk makes for a perfect seat, which makes you take full advantage of. Despite the relatively chilly temperature, you're close to overheating. Drink some water. You place your shotgun on the ground and slide your backpack around so it's sitting on your lap. The zipper's broken, of course. Fiddle with it for a moment, and then somebody comes along, takes your shotgun, and shoots you in the head, thus ending the game. Yay! You fiddle with it for a moment, then yank as hard as you can. I do the same thing whenever I'm about to enter the bushlands. It detaches from the bag entirely, meaning you now have a permanently open bag. I don't care, I'm thirsty. That's why you're in the bushlands. You grab the water bottle and drink it until it's close to 3/4 empty. I would say it's a quarter full. Too much, impulsive fuckhead. Okay. You consider forcing yourself to vomit the water back into the bottle before realizing the stupidity of that idea. It's a lost cause now. The water is gone. All you can do is relax, and relax you do. Tree trunk isn't particularly comfortable, but you enjoy your time with it nonetheless. A huntsman spider. We got it! We got the spider! Let's fucking go! We finally made it to the point where the spider happens! A huntsman spider scurries past your palm and down into a crack in the wood. Once upon a time, that'll alarm you. But time makes everyone numb. Spooky spider. So what? Spiders don't eat people. People eat people. Sure. An astute observation. Don't compliment yourself. Don't. Ew. Ew. People eat people, and they'll do a lot worse as well. The world is a cold place. No such thing as bad or good nowadays, is there? Do whatever you want and don't die. It's the extent of most people's moral compass. Sure shit, the extent of mine. I like being alive. Why? Why do you like being alive? This world seems terrible. I've said it before and I'll say it again. In an apocalypse, the first thing I'm doing is offing myself. There's, like, based on what I understand of this guy's life, there is no point to continue living. So why bother? You have a shotgun, do what your neighbor did. You conclude the thought there. Being alive is indeed the be-all and end-all, but it also requires not sitting on a tree trunk all night. You pick up your shotgun and bag and continue on into the bush, keeping the chain-link fence on your left the entire time. Roughly 15 minutes pass. That's how I feel playing this game. There's just text, and then it's roughly 15 minutes pass. I don't know how long I've been doing this. I've lost all I've lost all track of time. The hill you've been descending eventually levels out. The gaps between trees becomes wider. Hard part is over. Now find a way in. You keep on for a little bit longer, and eventually find a very tall tree, and a branch of which is protruding directly over the fence. That'll do it. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Shrek. Shrek reference. Shrek reference. Yikes. You scurry up. Was that in the game or was that outside my apartment? There was a car that was like honking nonstop. I assume it was outside of my apartment, but the game wouldn't have something as interesting happen. You scurry up the tree like a cat and slide out onto the branch, real slow-like, so as to not cause any undue stress. Probably doesn't matter, seeing as you weigh about as much as a sack of feathers. Once safely across the fence, you jump off and land on top of an abandoned anthill. Your boot gets stuck in the mound and you lose your balance, falling face first into the dirt. Good job. Ants! Yeah, that's when I injure myself and fall face first. The first thing I go is, ants! Not like, ah, fuck, or ah, shit, or ow. No, ants! A face full of dirt is a small price to pay for entry to the quarry. You jump up and wipe yourself down. I need a mirror. Why? Chain link fence is now behind you, although you're still in a dense bushland. You make an educated guess and say the quarry is directly perpendicular to the fence and set off in that direction. Your guess was correct as you eventually find yourself standing right at the bottom of a quarry. About 15 meters ahead, right in the center of a giant hole. There's a giant hole in the bushland? That's what we've been waiting for! Let's go. Is a small pond. It's a shade of blue you've never seen before. So deep, it seems almost unnatural. Besides that is a portable office. There's a few cars parked out front, all brandishing the company logo. JHJ Quarries. John Handjob Quarries. That was his name, Mr. Handjob. Real proud fuckers around here. If you ain't naming your rock digging outfit after your family initials, you ain't a real man. Same goes for all those logging companies. Zero imagination. Or maybe John Handjob is just a fantastic name. Alright. Looking up, you see the dirt tracks cave into the quarry walls. At its highest point, the cliff face must be close to 100 meters tall. It's probably where you'd have ended up had you gone left instead of right earlier. Cool, so nothing really matters. Scattered across the cliffs are any number of abandoned excavators and loaders. Some are bright yellow, some are green, some are red. What wonderful commentary. Thank you, narrator. Whoever ran this place didn't care for brand loyalty. It smells like fish down here. Bro! Bro goes into the bushlands, finds the giant hole, and proceeds to say it smells like fish? Are you trying to get canceled? Are you trying to have a repeat of that one Paper Mario video I made? The one that made my friend go, dude, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Is that what you want for me, narrator? You can't quite explain that. Maybe there's a fish in the pond. Yeah, good save. Good save, buddy. Good save. I should become a fisherman. Move to the coast, sit on a pier all day, drink piss. Wait for my dinner to bite. Sorry, drink piss? Is that what fishermen do all day? They sit out catching fish, drinking piss? Don't let your mind wander. You're standing in the open. Yeah, you can't think about drinking piss all day. I didn't realize this guy had that kind of fetish. His eyes are peeled. Before heading into the portable office, you take a detour over to one of the abandoned excavators. Climbing up onto the tracks, you slip and scrape your knee on the perforated foot stand. Jesus Christ, why do they make those things so sharp? Another pair of pants ruined. I ought to sue someone over that. Oh, you see, it's funny because all the lawyers are dead. They were the first to go. No survivability skills on those guys. The excavator is locked tight. Probably nothing worth taking in it either way. All that pain for nothing. You step back down, extra carefully this time, then head across to the office. Look through the windows. The building is raised a few feet off the ground, so you climb onto the hood of one of the parked cars. Peering in, you see a light. Dim, way in the back far corner. There's a person laying beside it, probably asleep. Here we go, a bit of variety for once. You slip the shotgun off your shoulder and hold it at the ready, then jump off the hood and walk up the steps to the front door. Why do I want to enter this person's house? You grab the handle a twist slowly, so as to not wake the occupant. The door doesn't budge, it's locked. I could just knock. The person inside would probably open the door. Yeah, that seems smart. Yeah, let's do that. Let's knock. You slam your fist on the door 3 times, then wait. Someone stirs inside. Who is it? The voice of a man, hoarse and tired. Well, is it a man or a horse? Make up your mind. A visitor. Just a visitor. I'm not here to hurt anyone. Open the door. You armed? Wait, he's a horse. That translates to you armed in horse. He won't let me in if he knows I have a gun. Lie. I have arms. Ha ha ha! Comedy legend, this guy. They're attached to my shoulders. No guns, though. I'm a twig. Well, I'm a horse. Okay, what do you want? I'm trying to sleep. What do I want? What does anyone want? A moment of his time. Shelter. It's cold out here. I'm looking for a place to keep warm. It's a big city. What do you want in here? That's a good point. I'm injured. Because one of my legs is fucked. I heard it climbing on one of the excavators. I can barely walk. That'll convince him. What is my objective here? Am I, like, I'm lying to get into this tiny office so I can, what, shoot this guy and take whatever he's got? Yeah, alright, I'll let you in. I couldn't sleep anyway. You're still holding the shotgun. Hide it. Before the man opens the door, he tosses the shotgun under one of the utes parked to your right. The two utes? The two what? Knife at the ready. Of course I have a knife. I'm sorry, did he not tell you about the backup knife? You grip the knife in your pocket tight and wait for the door to open. Door open in a smidge and a pair of eyes appear in the gap. No guns, like I said. Sure. But I do have a knife in my pocket, full disclosure. He opens the door all the way and you step inside. Make yourself at home. It ain't much. The room is almost entirely empty, save for the bedroll in the back corner, besides which sits a lit oil lamp. You get a look at the loner. His clothes are completely tattered and torn, to the point that you can see the gangrene crawling up his right leg. The stench is bordering on unbearable. There's literally nothing here worth taking. All that effort. That's what I've been saying. What's the fucking point? You don't look thrilled. Takes a seat in his bedroll and eyes you suspiciously. Real slice of paradise you got here, right at the bottom of a hole surrounded by dirt. It's not to love. He doesn't reply to that. He doesn't appreciate your sarcasm. Fucking cunt. Jesus Christ. Dude went from 0 to 100 real quick. He doesn't know I could slit his throat right now and think nothing of it. Jeez, dude. So you stay in the night? May as well. I only travel by night, and the sun's coming up soon. This is a good place to hole out. Okay, I'm going back to sleep then. Good night. Don't do anything funny. He sure is trusting. You sure you want to go to sleep? Who's to say I won't smother you? Bad joke, bro. I'm half dead already. You ain't got a reason to kill me unless you're insane, are you? Maybe. Based on what I've learned about this narrator, probably. Right, didn't think so. Good night. He buries his head in the bedroll and starts snoring immediately. Fake snoring, most likely. Now what? Should I kill him? It wouldn't be hard. Bro, why? You're at a crossroads. One half of you is adamant on ending this man's life. The other half is about to plead his case. Don't I need a reason to kill someone? Yes. I'm not a guilty person, but you've always got a reason. If I don't, you're stuck. You decide to take a seat and think about it a little longer. Yeah, that's what we need, more thinking. If I stick my knife in his back, done. It'd be that easy. I just need a reason. Suddenly a reason presents itself. I'll probably be dead within the week. Could be a mercy killing, yada, yada, yada. A real reason, or a constructed one. Philosophy, blah, blah, blah. Every action needs a reason. I'm not crazy. Yes, you fucking are. You're literally talking to yourself right now. Did he hear that? Hey, buddy, just so you know, you're not gonna die. What? The fuck do you mean? He can't hear my thoughts. Of course he... Bro is definitely insane. Yeah, tell him that. I considered slitting your throat, mercy killing you, saving you from suffering any longer, or something along those lines. Don't worry, though. I decided against it. The reason wasn't good enough. So if you weren't sleeping sound, you can now. You're fucked in the head. Sure am. It's been said. I won't deny it. We're all a little fucked in the head, though, right? I was fucked in the head enough to let a stranger in my hideout. You're correct. He's got a good sense of humor. If it doesn't smell so bad, we could be friends. Pity. So, can I go home now? No. Now what? You get no response. I need to lighten the mood. He's like, oh my god. What's for dinner? What's his name? How do you end? You know what? I think this is a good stopping point. I don't know how much more of the talking to a random person in the woods and getting nowhere game I can play. Subscribe for my sanity. Like the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.